Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we're going to discuss all about how to build a Node app using react.js and also Tailwind CSS. So let's look at the project that we will be building during the video. So let's see. I click to add node and write the node 1, write the description. I'm the developer. Let me save the file. The node has been saved inside the application and also inside our local storage as well. You can refresh your page. The node has been stored inside local storage, and also I'm able to see the node is appear in the left side of the application, means sidebar in the application. I can delete it, I can edit it. So let me add one more time, write something, save the file, edit it. So node application, we are building node application using react.js, and just write react.js and save the file. The application has been updated, and also I'm able to see that details are appear in the sidebar as well. When you refresh the page, you are able to see the default page has been appeared. You can click on there to add another node. So let me add another node like node 1, save the file, and there we go. You can search the node. Let me find out the node, press space, application. When I add the I, I'm getting the node application detail on the left side. When I remove it, I'm able to see all of the nodes are appear in the sidebar, right? So here's the features inside this one application. So let me tell with you guys how you can create it from scratch. So I'm gonna close it. By the way, I need to open my VS Code editor. Inside VS Code editor, I need to install, just a minute, I need to install the React. By installing the React, we need to execute the command. The command is npm create read or latest. Once you add the command, then you need to enter your folder name. By the way, I'm going to use the current folder, so I need to add dot means current folder. The next thing, you need to add the package name, so I'm going to use package name is Node. Select the framework is React. The next thing, JavaScript. Once you install the React, then the next thing you need to install Node. So I'm going to execute the command npm install to install the node. Once you install the node and also React, then you are able to execute the command to display the React project inside your web page. So let's execute the command npm run dev to display your project inside your web page. And there we go guys. I'm going to close my previous project, and I need to reset this one files. Like I don't need that. By the way, I need to remove it. And also I remove the styles code. Also I remove this one file and use very simple code that I use to display the app. That's perfect. The next thing, I need to install Tailwind. So let's move on the Tailwind CSS, get started. I'm going to use the latest version of the Tailwind, so I'm going to copy that one code and, by the way, command and execute it inside my project. The next thing, I need to get this one file. After installing that, I need to move on the vite.config.js file. Inside there, I need to execute. By the way, I need to add that function, copy and just paste on there. Let's move on, copy this one and move on index. The last thing you need to add it, the link, right? I'm gonna use link and move on there, execute it, and that will be index.css file. So I'm gonna replace the file name is index, just a minute, index.css. I think we are able to use the Tailwind inside our project. So I'm gonna get the h1 code and I'm gonna paste on there, save the file, execute. I already executed the command, so let me refresh page. Yeah guys, I'm able to see hello world with underline. So I'm able to execute the commands like to add the react.js code inside our VS Code editor, and also I'm able to execute the Tailwind CSS command as well inside my VS Code editor to build the project, right? Before creating a project, we need to install another package as well, because I need to display the icon. So by adding the icon, so I'm going to use library is Reusable. So you need to open that one website and click to get started, installation, and I'm going to execute that command by selecting the npm copy, and one more time I'm going to execute that, and then we will be able to execute the commands to display the icons and design the application by using Tailwind CSS. And yeah, so I'm gonna save the file, remove all the files, and let's create a folder inside the source with the name of components. Inside the components, the first one component I will create it is header, just x rfc, save the file, and I need to remove that. By the way, I need to also but just a minute, I need to import that header, not header, just remove header. Yeah, so let's design the home page. So I'm going to use Tailwind CSS classes, main screen, bg k 50 flex should be called, right? So inside there I'm gonna add the header component. So let's move on the header component and design it. So the first thing is, first I need to change it by changing the tag header. Use bg white shader sm. Inside there I'm gonna use div, and also one more time div. Inside there I'm gonna use heading to display the image, right? So the image is coming from my logo. By the way, I need to get the logo from my previous file, so move on there, copy the logo and copy folder asset and paste on there. That's perfect. And we need to import that. Import logo from assets and logo. So the next thing, I need to add the button tag. In the button tag I need to add the icon. The icon is coming from your side icon library. Inside there also I need to add the text is note up. By the way, I'm going to change that new note. So I need to execute the classes. By the way, I need to add the classes by design the header section. So the first one is class mxauto, and padding top and bottom I'm going to use for sm, and the smallest key size 6 lg means logic inside add all side have a 4 top and bottom. The next thing I'm going to use flex justify between to display the content left and right side. Item should be center. So I'm going to save the file and look at that, guys. This is right side, this is left side. We need to design the button, right? So adding the classes like inline flex, item center, and px4, padding top and bottom 2, border transparent, and rounded MD, shadow SM, and just a minute, shadow SM. Our text should be SM, font should be I'm gonna use medium. Text should be white, BG indigo, I'm gonna use 600, and when I hover the mouse I'm gonna use BG indigo 700. When I focus it, means click on the button, I need to change few things like outline. I need to use none, and focus I'm going to use ring 2, Yeah, so I think it should be displayed perfect inside our web page. Yeah, great. When I hover the mouse, I'm able to see the change. Last thing I'm going to edit, cursor should be pointer. And there we go, guys. So this is the logo, this is the... Also I need to remove the tabs. So let's move on the next section to design the sidebar, right? So I also use command sidebar. In the sidebar I need to add the first one there, the second one, then also I will use third one. In the first one there I will use the class flex1, flex overflow I'm going to use here. The next one there I will use the width should be 80, means I need to assign only on 80% of the sidebar. Use the border right, border gray, 200 BG, by the way I'm going to use 200 BG wide, overflow Y auto, and in the last one there I'm going to use padding all side 4, right? So you can't see any changes inside a web page, just like a sidebar. So inside this one sidebar I need to add the icon. The icon is search. Also I need to add class, height should be 5 and width should be 5. Also I'm going to use text should be gray 400. Outside of this one there I will add the input field, assign the class. First one is I will add the placeholder search nodes. The next thing I need to add the classes like block, which should be full, padding left side 10, padding right side 2, use border right side have gray 300, medium, by the way I'm going to use rounded as medium as well. Use leading to make a space 5 and 5 guys. BG white, and I'm going to use placeholder. By the way I'm going to just use that, and let me check out what happens. Yeah, great. So we need to fix this one icon to add it inside the input field. So what I'm going to do on there, so here's the top of our parent there. So you need to use position inside there is relative, and inside this one there you need to use position is absolute. Once you use position absolute, then you need to move it inset. By the way I'm going to use inset Y means top 0, left 0, and also I'm going to use padding left side 3, and add flex, atom center, and pointer event I'm going to use none. I'm going to save the file, and there we go guys, as you can see. But also I need to add the padding top and bottom inside input field is 2, and padding left, and by the way I'm going to use right side have 3 to make a space. Great, there we go guys. Here's my, when I click on it, so also I'm going to fix few things inside BG white, and I'm going to use placeholder okay 500, and I focus on it. I'm going to use outline should be none, and let me save the file and let's see what. Yeah, it's perfect guys. When I click on it I can't see the outline. Great. So let's move on the next section to display the sidebar content. So I need to create a component with the name of node list.jsx, write the RFC, and you need to move on the app.jsx, and inside the this one there that have a width 80%. So inside there you need to use, just a minute, I'm going to use also sidebar guys as well on there. So yeah, I don't need to use, yeah, I'm going to leave it. Use div, assign the class should be padding all side 4, cursor should be pointer, and when I hover the mouse I need to use BG gray 50, right? So this is my main div. Inside this one div I need to add the static data right now, because I will add the dynamic data. When I will add the value inside the node app, then the value will be appear in the sidebar as well. So we need to add the static data in this time, right? So let's add it step by step. So use class flex justify between inside there. I'm gonna use the first one is class flex1. Inside the flex1 I need to add the h3 and I'm going to use node title. First I'm going to set that, and then I'm going to use paragraph to, first of all I also add the class should be text should be SM, font should be medium, and text should be cray 900, and also I'm going to use truncate. In the paragraph I'm going to use lorem 10, just dummy text, because I will add it on dynamic details on later, right? By the way, I will add the date on there. Date, I'm going to use date, just date, right? The class margin top 1, text should be extra large, and then I'm gonna add the text should be cray 500, right? Save the file and look at that. When I hover the mouse I can't see the PG, so let me PG gray 50. So yeah, great guys, as you can see. The next thing I need to add the button, alright? Before adding the button I add the content as well. So I need to add the classes like margin top 1, text should be extra large, extra small, by the way. I'm gonna add text should be K 500, and there we go. And outside of this one, flex 1, I need to add the button tag to display the delete icon. So I need to add the trash 2 that is coming from the side icon. So I'm gonna remove it and edit, and let me check it. Yeah, trash has been appeared inside our top, and I'm able to see the icon has been appeared inside there. So let me add the classes. Yeah, I'll add the classes margin white 2, text should be gray 400, and when I hover the mouse I need to change the text gray 500, cursor should be pointer, and that's perfect. So that means, yeah, perfect. I also add the classes inside the icon. Height should be 4, width should be 4, and also, sorry guys, and yeah, it's perfect guys. So here's my sidebar. So I'll add the dynamic data on later. Yeah, the next thing I need to add another section. So let's move on our node app, and by the way, app.jsx file, and just a minute, I'm going to find out. Here's a width 80. Outside of this one div, I'm going to write the command main content area, right? So I'll use the class should be flex1, and overfill y is true. Then I will use height should be full, and flex that will display in the front of our section like this one area. So flex call, and then I'm gonna add the one more time there, class border bottom, and border should be K 200, padding top and bottom, left and right 6, top and bottom 4, flex justify between, and items should be center. Inside this one I'm gonna add the h2 and use the node title, By the way, I'm going to use the static data, then I will add the dynamic data on later. Text should be LG, font should be medium, and text should be gray, 900, right? And outside of this one div, just a minute, I'm going to set the file, and there we go guys, as you can see. Outside of this one div, let me add the class flex space x2. Then I'm gonna create a reusable component that are used to display the button. So let's create a reusable component, like a reuse button, whatever the name you want to use it. I'm gonna use reuse component, write it and call the component on there. By the way, I'm going to use fragment because I will add the multiple buttons inside there. So call the reuse button. So I'm going to save the file and save this one, and I'm getting the reuse button on there, right? Just a minute guys. So the problem is I need to add this one div inside there because I need to display that in the right side. That's perfect. So let's work on the reusable component. So I'm going to use the button tag on there, button clause, and also I'm going to use the type should be button. We need to add the classes to design that. Inline flex, items center, padding all side to, border gray 300, round edge MD, text should be SM, and font should be medium, and text should be gray 700, and PG white. And when I hover the mouse, I change the BG 50 and focus. I'm gonna use outline none, and yeah, I'm gonna use cursor point as well. So I need to pass the props. The first one is the sign, so just use sign, copy that, and between the starting and closing you need to paste the sign. So when you will call that, you need to pass as a prop. The prop is I need to assign the sign, and the value is I need to add the icon name. The icon is coming from left side icon. The class should be flex, not flex, height should be 4, width should be 4. So I'm gonna save the file. Let me check it now. Yeah, as you can see, right? But also I think I need to check few things. Class name, just a minute, I need to check the padding outside, border. So let me save it. Yeah guys, as you can see, when I hover the mouse, so this is my first one button, but we need to add many buttons. So what I'm gonna do on there, I'm gonna reuse it multiple times, just change few things. The first one is icon name is edit. The next one is this will be trash. So I'm not getting that. I don't know why. I think something is wrong with edit. So let me set the file, and yeah, I'm getting the 3 buttons guys: close, edit, and delete. We will add it by displaying that as a conditional rendering on there. This time I just design it, right? Yeah, perfect. So let's move on to display the form inside this one area. So I need to find out border one, this one, right? So just a minute. Outside of this one, border one, I will create a component node editor. So we need to create that component node editor.jsx, right, RFC, and I'm going to remove it, the R, and there we go. Node editor. We need to design the node editor, guys. So in the node editor we need to design few things. First of all, I need to remove the tag form, and I need to assign the class should be height, should be full, flex should be call, and inside there I'm going to use there. In the there I will add the class padding all sides 6, flex 1, and flex should be called. Inside there I'm going to add the input field, type should be text, yeah, placeholder. I'm going to add node title, class I'm going to add a block which should be full, text should be 2XL, and font should be bold, border bottom, and border gray, 200. When I focus it, and I'm going to add it border indigo 500, and yeah, I'm going to use margin bottom 4, padding bottom 2, padding all side 2, and also I use attribute autofocus to focus. Yeah, I'm going to save the file and look at it, guys, right? So yeah, perfect. And yeah, I will add the dynamic data later. Let's add the text area, and the text area I will add the placeholder should be right your node here. I need to add the class flex1 which should be full, border 0, and focus ring 0, and resize I need to use none, padding all side 4. So I'm gonna save the file and look at it, guys, right? The last thing I need to add the button, right? So after this one there, I need to add the button. So I'm gonna add the button. By the way, I will get the reusable component code, and I'm gonna paste on there. I do not use this one reusable on there because I will add many other things, so just use on there. Let me write the reusable. No, I'm gonna use the static there, and save node, assign the class on there. I think that's perfect. So let me save the file. Node has been appeared, but just a minute, I need to use the inside there. I'm gonna paste it, and also I need to change. First of all, I assign the class border top, border gray 200, and padding 6 for flex, and this will be moved on justify and in the right side. So let me save the file and look at that. Yes, but also I need to change BG white to BG indigo 600. When I hover the mouse, I just change BG indigo 700 like that. So yeah, I need to change the text should be white, and I'm gonna set the file, and there we go, guys. As you can see, the last thing I'm gonna add it the icon. So I'm gonna save icon on there, remove it, save. Single class height should be 4, width should be 4, margin right should be 2 to make a space. There we go, guys, as you can see. Yeah, so we have a node title, means all of the things without the empty node, means nothing inside the application. Inside the body area. When user will refresh your page, you can't see anything else. We just display only on the button and display some text. right? So let's move on to display and design it. So I'm gonna open my code editor and we're gonna remove this one and only that, and we need to find out flex one outside of this one. By the way, I will comment it because I need to add the just like this one also. I'm gonna leave this one, and after this one a note editor, because reason for committing it, because I will add the dynamic data to display it as a conditional paste. So we need to design the application, right? So let's design the empty state, right? Any name as you want. This is by the way component, so I will create the component empty state.jsx. By the RFC, I'm going to save the file, and also I need to remove the e, add and save it, and it should be display the empty state inside there. So we need to design that. So let's use a few things to design it. It's very simple. Just use class. Height should be full, and flex should be called. Items should be center, justify should be center, and padding all side 12, text should be center. Inside that I'm going to use file text icon that is coming from loose side icon, and also I need to add the classes. By the way, I'm going to use height 16, width should be 16, and text should be gray, 400, margin bottom 4. After that I'm going to use h3 and use note selected. And by the way, I'll add the classes. Text LG font should be medium, and text should be gray, 900. After this one, have a paragraph. So in the paragraph, just a minute, in the paragraph I will add a class. Margin top 1, text should be some, text should be gray, 500. And also I'm going to add the margin, not margin, max width, I will add it medium. So inside there I'm going to use select a node from the sidebar to view it here, or create a new node to get started. Right, so after this one, paragraph tag, you need to use tail, right? The class margin top has 6, then you need to add the button. By the way, I'm gonna get the button from the where I have used node list here. I'm able to see node list empty. Okay, I will work on it on later. This time we just designed it. Where is just a minute, I'm gonna find out node editor. Yeah, so here's a button, so I need to get the button code by paste it, and we need to use on this plus sign, right, and that will be new node. That's it. So I'm gonna save the file, and as you can see, guys, right, so let me margin right 4 to 2, yeah, and padding top and bottom 2. Also I'm gonna use padding indefinite 4 to make a spaces. Yeah, it's perfect, guys. So when user will refresh your page, then user will be able to see this one page. When user will click on that, then user will be able to add the node, and when user click on that to display the complete node details inside this one page. So we're gonna work on it step by step. So I'm gonna close all of the tabs, and we will work on this one page from scratch, right? The last thing we need to do, we need to convert this one code into a component that we have made on earlier, like a node list, right? So I need to cut this one code and move on there and just paste the code. Just call the component node reversed. That's it. We're gonna save the file, and yeah, we are facing problem. The problem is coming from there, so I need to import that, and there we go, guys. So let's work on the logics to add the functionalities step by step. So the first thing is I will create a use effect hook to add the key in the local storage. Then we're gonna create a states and many other things step by step, right? So let's do that. First, use effect parenthesis function and dependency array. Inside there, I need to use local storage dot set items. Whatever the name you want to assign on there, I'm gonna assign the name nodes, and we need to convert it into JSON.stringify. We need to call the function parameter. So you need to make a state and pass the state details on there. So let's create a state. So I'm going to create a state. The first one is nodes set nodes and use state. Right, very simple. Passing the empty array on this time. Inside there, you need to use nodes, and also it will change when the nodes state will be executed. Means I will change anything else inside the nodes, then use effect will be executed. So I'm going to save the file, move on our application tab, and there we go, guys. As you can see, the nodes key has been appeared inside our local storage. But the next thing is very important. I'm gonna use this one as default empty array, but I will use it as a conditional based. So I use it as object based. Make a variable saved nodes, whatever the name you want to assign on there. And I'm going to use local storage. I need to get this one data and assign the data inside this one variable. Get item, which item? Nodes. This is the first step. The next step, you need to use return if the saved item is exist, saved nodes is exist, to get the JSON.parse saved nodes value. Otherwise I need to get only on the empty array that I have mentioned on earlier. That's perfect. Let's move on to create a mini state like active node, and active node set active node. By default I will assign the value null. The next state I need to create that is active node is editing, and we need to use set is editing. Use a state, and by default I will assign the values false. I need to create the function that will help us to execute the event when user will click on this one button. Then I need to display the form, right? So let's do that. I need to create the function with the name of const handle add node. Inside there I need to make an object. I will pass the object based value inside the local storage inside there, right? I will show you how you can manage that. Make a variable new node, assign that as object based value. First one is ID, this is the key, the value is state dot. Now it will give us the random numbers, right? The next thing I need to use title, this is the key, the value is untitled by default. The next thing I need to use content. I will get the content from my input field, so by default I will assign there nothing. And also I need to assign another keys created at is new date function, and I need to convert it to ISO string. Same thing you need to do, but inside this one key you need to use updated at. The last thing, you need to target your nodes state and passing these value in empty array. Target the empty array and target your new node note. Okay, new note. This one object value, and the next thing you need to use comma, make a spread operator and target your nodes state like this one. And also you need to update your set active node and passing the values new node, this one, right? By default have nothing. And also you need to target set is editing true. By default guys it is false. So when this one function will be executed, these features will be applied. So what I'm going to do on there, I'm going to copy this one function, and I need to move on a header code. In the header I have a button, as you can see, add node. So I need to pass as a prop, so whatever the name you want to assign on there, add node, and passing the function like this one. You need to copy that and move on there, destruct them, and then you need to target the button like this one, add the event on click and passing the add node, right? That's perfect. What you will get when you will use trash to is not okay. I'm gonna click on it. I can't see anything else. Okay, I understand that, but I need to, just a minute, I need to target on there console.log, and I'm going to target the nodes. What you will get when you press the button, I'm getting the value, content is nothing, created that, this is random ID, title is untitled by default, and updated that, right? So on behalf of this one button, I need to display the particular component. So let's work on that. So what I'm going to do on there, I'm going to comment out, I'm going to remove it, and on behalf of the is active node like this one, I'm going to target this one is active, then display the particular components, otherwise display another things. So I need to target this one code, this one. So I'm going to copy, I'm going to cut this one. Just a minute, I will show you each step. Like this one, I'm going to cut it and use curly bracket. Just target active node as exist, then display this one code. Otherwise, I need to display something like this one on this time. Just use this simple thing, right? But I need to update this one. When the active node is exist, then display this one code. Otherwise I need to display the empty state. So I just cut and paste on there, save it, and look at that guys. I'm gonna refresh my page. By default I am able to see node selected, but when you will press on there, you are able to see this one content. Inside there I need to display the form as well. So let's work on that, like node editor, right? So let me check out where I will call the node editor. Okay, inside there I'm gonna also use the conditional based values. So I need to use is editing to display the node editor component. Otherwise I need to display the some content in the behalf of HTML based. So what I'm going to do on there, okay, I understand that. Outside of this one, parentheses I need to paste on there. Yeah, perfect. So we're gonna set up this one code. First I need to check it what happened. I'm gonna click on it, undefined property title, line number 4, 5. Okay, where is node editor? Okay, let me open this one, node editor. Okay, here's a lot of code guys, so I think this is my previous code, but I need to just a minute, I need to reset this one. And just a minute, not editor. I don't need to use this one, and yeah, it's clean, and I'm able to see everything is up here. Click on it. Yeah, I'm able to see the input form has been appeared inside there. So this is my node editor code. In a minute I'll show you very simple code. I have already mentioned the logics in my previous project that I have shared with you, so I just reset that, right? Then I will show you how you can manage that. So I'm going to refresh my page, click on it. I'm getting the form, right? As you can see, this is the input title, this is the input text value. So I need to get these values. When user will press save nodes, then the values will be stored inside my local storage. So let's work on that. But before using it, I also change this one as a conditional based. Means I need to display only on buttons. Like I'm going to show you. I just cut it, remove it, and I use simple logic is editing is exist, use parentheses, and I'm going to use fragment. In the fragment I need to, first of all I need to use, just a minute, I paste all of the code, and just a minute, I paste all of the code. Is existing, is editing is exist, so I just display only on close close. Why I'm getting, yeah, here I just get it, paste it. Otherwise I need to display only on 2 buttons in the fragment paste. So just cut them and paste inside there, right? If is editing is exist, to display the only on cross icon, otherwise display the edit and delete button. So I'm going to save the file and look at that in the top, guys. I'm going to refresh my page, click on to add new. I'm able to see only on cross icon. When user will click on this one button, then my 2 buttons will be appear. Correct. So let's work on this one section to get the value from the input fields, and we're gonna store the value inside our local storage. So step number 1, you need to pass as a prop whatever the name you want to assign on there, and the value I'm gonna assign it active node. That is state that have active values. In the top I have assigned set active node is a new node that is coming from there, right? So I need to move on. I just remove this one header and I just pass it like this one called nodes, and I need to just use console log to check out what you will get when user will press. Okay, just a minute, I'm gonna refresh my page, click on it, I'm getting the value. But in the input fields you need to manage the input fields on change event. When user will click on the input fields, you need to get the values, right? So I'm getting the values by default in the local storage in the console. So what I'm going to do on there, I need to make a states. First of all I use const and I need to make a state by the name of title, set title, and I use a state, and I need to target my nodes. This one inside they have a title like this one, I need to target that by default, and the next one is content. So I need to use content is content set content. By default I need to use a state nodes dot content, that is coming from there. As you can see where it is here, nothing, by default is nothing. The next thing, you need to make a function that will handle the event. So let's do the handle submit e.prevent default and I need to target the what I just use console.log and title, just a minute, title, comma, and content. Right, so I need to target this one on submit on there. Then yeah, on submit, target this one, and also we need to pass the values on there. The value is title, and when change the event, I need to use set title e.target.value, and same thing you need to do on the next text area. So here that is content, and that is our set content, same thing. So yeah, I'm gonna check out what I'm getting on there. So this is note 1. By the way, I'm gonna use note application. We are building note application. So just open this one, and I can't see the changes. By the way, I'm going to click on it, and just a minute. Okay, I think I need to make a function that will handle the update content, so it should be displayable perfectly. So yeah, we're gonna work on the update, guys. So I need to create a function that will update the content and also save the content. So I'm gonna use const handle update note and use updated note, and inside there I need to target my set notes. By the way, I need to target that. So inside there I need to use nodes and use map method, passing the parameter whatever the name you want to pass on there. I'm gonna pass the node and use node.id triple equal to updated node, that is coming from as a parameter id, right? Then I need to use as object updated node and updated at new data2 string parenthesis, and otherwise I need to display only on my node, right? So also I need to target this one function, and we need to pass it inside our node editor. So yeah, where it is node editor, yeah. So I'm gonna use on share as a prop, and value is handle event. I need to copy that, move on the node editor, and we need to pass as a right. The next thing, you need to copy this one function and target on there. Just use on share, it is object based, so I need to use make a copy of the node that is coming from this one nodes, by the way, and use comma. I need to assign the title as a key, the values are title.trim, otherwise we need to get the untitled node, and last thing I need to get it content. So yeah, it will be perfect. So yeah, let's see what you will get. But guys, just a minute, I'm gonna check what I'm gonna get on there. So also I'm gonna use console notes. So I'm gonna save the file and let's see what you will get. Add note, and I'm gonna use node application. We are building node application. I'm gonna click to save. Date to ISO string. Okay, here's a mistake. So in line number 35, so I need to fix it. Line number 35, where it is there. Okay, date is a function, and I think it should be solve the problem. Okay, and let's try to, yeah guys, I'm getting the value, but I can't get the content, and the title is by default is untitled. Let's check out the local storage. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of things, guys. So here's my last one. And the last one, just a minute, I need to check that. And let's delete it. First of all, I refresh my page. By default is empty. I'm gonna click on it. I'm getting the value, right? As you can see in the local storage, content is nothing, and we need to get these details and store it inside there. So let's type what is wrong on there. Click to save. Yeah guys, I'm getting the value in the local storage. As you can see, this is my content, and where is the title? Here is my title, as you can see. So I'm gonna refresh one more time, and I'm gonna click on to delete that. Click on one more time and use node application. We are building node application. So I'm gonna click to save and click on that, and I think here, as you can see, the content is we are building node application, created that, and this is my title. So we are successfully stored these input fields value inside our local storage, right? So guys, we're gonna work on this one button. When user will click on this one button, then I'm able to see the updated feature inside there. Means I'm able to see the two buttons like edit and delete. When user will click on the edit, then user will be able to delete the edit the content. Otherwise user will be able to delete the application content. So let's work on that. So I need to move on there, and I have 3 reusable components. So I'm gonna open this one, and I'm gonna pass this one is sign, but also I need to use handle click, and also I need to pass the value. So I need to copy this one handle event, use on click event, and passing this one handle click as a prop. The value I need to pass on there is prop. So what I'm gonna do on there, I just move on there, and I need to target the function on there. So let's see, I need to use handle click, and I just use set as editing. The value is false, right? This is as a prop, this is also as prop, this is a value. Set is editing is coming from your top state, as you can see, and this is a value that I have assigned on there is false. First I'm going to save the file, and let me click on it. I'm able to see 2 buttons. Great. And same thing you need to do on there. So I'm going to use this is sign. After the sign, you need to use handle click. Inside there I'm going to use set is editing. The value is true, right? Means user will click on that, then user are able to see the node detail. The last one is delete, right? So in delete I need to use handle click as a prop, and we need to create the function that will delete the account, but I'm gonna leave this one on there, right? So let's work on this one as well, because I need to set up all of the things to manage the content, right? So yeah, I'm gonna work on the, but also I need to fix this one. So this is set nodes, and outside of this one I need to also target set active node. updated node, and also I need to set is editing is false. The last function I need to create that is delete, right? Const handle delete node. I'm going to passing the ID, whatever the ID I will pass on there, and I'm going to show you how you can do that. Target your set nodes and use nodes dot filter, passing the value, and target node dot ID is not equal to ID. That's it. And also I'm going to use if statement on there. If active node and active node dot ID is equal to ID, then I need to use set active node is null. So I need to call this one function when user click on this one button, right? So handle click, and I'm gonna pass on there. The value or ID is coming from your node.id, active node.id. So I'm gonna save the file and let's refresh your page. So I have a 1, 2 node, right? So yeah, I can't see the node on there, but let me add one more node, like something save node, and where is the node, guys? Refresh my page and I can't see the node, guys. So I think okay, before moving on there, I need to display the node, guys, node details in the sidebar. But why I can't see the node in the local storage, guys? Just a minute, I retry it, click on it, save it, click that, and this is my last one, this is my third. Why, guys? Just a minute, I'm facing problem, so let me check it, guys. Just a minute. So one more time I'm gonna try to, just a minute, check it. By default I'm getting all of the details, so let me fix it. Just a minute, guys, I need to fix. I'm gonna cut this one code and I'm gonna use it after this one. Save the file and I'm gonna refresh my page. By default I'm gonna delete it. Refresh your page, click on it and click that. Yeah, it's perfect. So when I will add the value node application, we are building, and I'm gonna click to save. When I save it, I can't get. Okay, something is wrong, guys, so I need to fix it. So let me check it now. What happened? Handle updated node, new date. First of all, I need to check the date.toString. Set nodes, node dot, yeah, perfect. Active node, yeah, perfect. And I think I need to fix the set nodes dot map, passing this one, yeah, perfect. Node dot id is equal to updated node dot id, yeah, perfect. Otherwise I need to make a copy of that, and yeah, it's perfect. Otherwise display the node. Set active node is updated node and set is active. Yeah, it's perfect. I am facing issue, guys, so I don't know where it is. Where is problem? So let me refresh one more time. Click on it. By default I'm getting the untitled, and so Yeah, I think I need to move on note editor page, and let me check it now inside there what happened. So in the note editor, have a title, set title, yeah, use state notes.title, yeah, perfect, handle submit to copy. Title and title and content, that's perfect guys, and that's perfect also. So let's look at that. When I press okay, here is a note, so I need to find out what you will get when I click on it. Something, save it. Okay, I can't get the values guys, as you can see, but in the local storage I also can't get the value. When I press it, and let's try it. So let's move on there. Yeah, I can't get the values from input field, so let me find out the problem guys. Set title, set content, okay, so let me write console.log, and I just target my notes, save it, and I'm gonna refresh my page, click on it, write something, not okay. The problem I think is here guys. I have tried many things, but I think problem is here. So I have passed just handle click event is handle delete, and the value is I need to pass it active note.id. So I tried many other things, but I think has a problem. So let me refresh it, click on it, and I'm gonna use something, click to save, click on it. As you can see, I'm getting the value from local storage. As you can see, when I click on this one, I'm getting the particular details inside the input field, so I can easily manage it. So manage, we are managing. I'm gonna save it. My content has been updated right now, as you can see guys, and also I can click to delete the particular application that have stored particular details have stored in the local storage has been deleted successfully. So the problem is on there, right? So let's work on the next process. The next process is very simple. We need to display the stored details in the sidebar, and also we're gonna search the details. The last and final thing, we need to add the same event on this one button. So let's do that on there as well. So has empty state, I need to open that and just pass on add note up, and I just call handle add note, copy and not open the empty state, just pass it and click, use the click event on there, on click, and use add like this one. So I'm going to save the file, save this one as well, and click on that. You are able to see same thing, but I'm gonna leave it. So let's move on. So I'm going to close all of the tabs, and we need to display the details in the note list in the sidebar. I'm going to cut it and in the left side, right? So I undo that. So in the note list, I need to pass as a prop. The first one is I'm going to pass as notes, and also I need to pass the notes is notes that is coming from state, and also I need to pass the active, because I will add the functionality on there. When user will click on this one in the left side, then who will able to see the complete detail inside this one main page. So I need to also pass many other props. So first one is active note ID. It is coming from active note ternary operator .id, and also I need to use on select node, and the value is set active node, and last thing I need to target on delete. This is a basically when I will execute the function handle delete node. So I need to open that and we need to work on it. So just use same thing. The first step, you need to destruct them like a nodes. The next one is active node ID on select. First I need to check on select is select, on delete on active node ID. Yeah, on select node, and last one is on delete. Right, so we're gonna add one by one value on there. So let's do that. But before using it, I also mentioned the classes divide k 200. So after this one, just a minute, I need to, yeah, after this one I need to cut the code, and I'm gonna use map method. So use curly bracket, I need to use nodes dot map, passing the value. I'm gonna use node and paste all of the code. The reason for using map method, because I need to loop through the value, whatever the values will be stored in the local storage. The one by one values details will be displayed in the sidebar. So that's I have used map method. So in using node, that is coming from as a prop, so I need to target that and display the values on our sidebar. So let's do that. So I'm going to use node.title, that is coming from your previous page from here there. So I'm going to save it. This is node title. The next one is node content, right? So here is, I need to update the date. So let's update that. So I'm going to use updated that. But before using it, just a minute, I will use conditional based values on there. So let's add the node.content. Right, first I'm going to save it, and I'm going to save the file, and let's say I will use simple thing, simple. Click to save. Okay, I can't get the video on there. Okay, so node list. I don't know, just a minute. Okay, I need to display these details, but I can't get that. So I think I need to use return keyword on there. So I think it should be display. Yeah guys, I'm getting the values in the sidebar. I'm gonna refresh my page, I'm getting the values, but two features I need to add on there. The first one is when user will click on there, then who will able to see the details inside this one page, and also user will able to delete this one content. So let's work on that. So I have active ID on select and on delete. So let's use the on delete, but before using it, I also mentioned the event. So let me after the look through is active node.id triple equal to active node id const updated date new date and node dot updated at. these details are coming from nodes. Inside the nodes, in a minute I will show you, inside the nodes have all of the details, as you can see, updated it. So I have been using these details, right, and store it in the particular variables because I need to display that, right? So let's add the date, then I will work on another features. So I need to target it as a curly bracket, updated date, and .to local string as a function, parenthesis, and outside of the curly bracket I also use at, one more time curly bracket, and I'm gonna use updated date, .to local string, local time string, and inside there I need to use empty array, the first one parameter. The next one I will need to add as the object based value. The first one is hour is a 2-digit, and also I need to use minute is same thing, curly bracket, 2-digit. Why I'm getting that? Just a minute. Curly bracket, yeah, minute, and the value is 2-digit, yeah. So also you will able to see the data has been appeared inside there. Cool. The next thing is I need to add the event when user will click on the this one section there. But before using it, just a minute, I also mentioned the conditional based event. So I need to use curly bracket, little template, same classes that you have assigned on there, but also I need to use if is active is exist, then just change the BG indigo 50, and otherwise nothing. So I'm gonna save the file, and as you can see, when I hover the mouse, I'm able to see the effect has been applied on there. So let's add the event on this one, flex, right? So the event is on click, when user will click on that. So I need to target on select as a prop that is coming from there on select node, right? And passing the values node, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna save the file, and when you click on it, I'm able to see the values, but also I need to add few things inside our app application, app page, then you will get the result, but I'm able to see the result is appear in the main content. So I'm gonna refresh my page, click on it, I'm getting the value, right? So the last thing is on delete. When user will click on that, click on the icon on there, then I need to delete the content. Great. So what I'm going to do on there, I'm going to use on click event e curly bracket. I also use e.stop propagation, and then I need to target on delete as a prop. The value is node.id. Yeah, so let's try to delete that. Yeah, I'm getting one record. Let's move on application, click on it, I'm getting one record. As you can see guys, this is one record. So the last and final thing is I need to display the record in there. When user will click on that to display the record. So let's move on there, and also I need to add the search value, means user will able to search the record, right? So let's move on the app.jsx. So in the node editor, I've used this one div, right? So inside there I need to add the classes p6, and inside there I'm going to use manually class pros max with none, and inside there I'm going to use h1 active node, curly bracket, active node dot title. You will get the title in a minute. Click on it. As you can see, you are getting the title. As you can see, the next one is paragraph. I'm going to use class text sm. Text should be gray 500, and also I'm going to use margin bottom 2. And there I'm going to use last updated, and I'm going to target my new date function active node dot updated at. The last and final thing is content, right? The content I need to use active node, means user will click on the sidebar particular node, and I need to get the content. Assign the class white space pre break, not this one, white space pre-wrap. Yeah, so I'm gonna save the file and click on it. Okay, I think I need to find out the problem, just a minute. So unique key, okay, the key is very important, so I need to move on there. So I need to assign the key. This one, look through key is, guys, I use key node.id. So I'm gonna save the file and push page, click on it. Okay, I have a problem in the date, guys, so let's fix it. Okay, I need to convert it, guys, to a local string, just like that, and click on it. I'm getting value, guys, as you can see in my main page. The last and final thing is search, means user will able to search the record. So let's work on that. So let's move on top, and I'm going to create a function. Just a minute. Okay, I'm going to create a function const filter nodes. Then I'm going to use nodes dot filter function parenthesis, passing the value, whatever the value you will pass on there. I'm going to pass the node, and I need to use node dot title dot to lowercase. I need to convert it into lowercase, and I use includes, means have a value. Which value? By the way, I need to create these states also. Const search query, set search query. By default I will just send the user state, nothing. Okay, and also I have a search record on there, so input field, so I need to use the value is the value search query, and also when user will change the value at the event, and I need to use set search query is e.target.value, right? So I need to create the function like this one. So I need to add the functionalities. So that is find out inside the search query to lowercase function. Otherwise I need to use node.content to lowercase and that includes. By the way, has include to includes, and same thing, you need to use search query dot to lowercase. That's our function. So I'm going to copy that function and just move on your node list here, and just passed node list to filtered nodes. So I'm going to save the file, and let me, first of all I'm going to delete it and click to add new. So this is node 1 really, so yeah, node 1. Okay, I'm getting you guys. Let me try to add another node. Node 2. Node 2. By the way, is node 2. So yeah, I'm using node 2, as you can see, node 1, as you can see. So let's add the conditional based value on there. So when user will find out nothing, so I need to use filtered nodes dot length is greater than 0, then use this one content. Otherwise I need to use this one content, and there I need to add the class padding 4. Text should be central and text should be gray. 500 is best. Inside there I'm gonna use search query as exist. So no nodes match your search, otherwise display the text is no nodes yet. Let's save the file and refresh your page, click on it. I'm gonna use nothing, as you can see, no nodes match your search query when you press node 2, and there we go guys. So I think I have used simple logics to complete all of the codes, and yeah, so everything is great on there and each steps are working perfectly. So yeah, so let me refresh this on page. By the way, you are getting the same result in the local storage as well, as you can see, node 1, and by the way this is node 2. You can delete it. By the way, I'm gonna click on it and click to edit. I can edit it and something, save it. As you can see, I can delete it. I can, yeah, everything you can do there guys. So I hope you are understood as well all about how you can create a node app using react.js and also Tailwind CSS, and how you can use the local storage to store the record and how you can get that. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.